grew up in White Plains, New York, which is a very Republican area, was at the time anyway, and my father was very Republican. So when I started to vote, it was just assumed I would vote Republican. And there were four of us, and as we grew old enough to vote, we voted Republican, and it got to a point where, and then my husband, when I got married, my father told him, "You'll vote Republican, of course," and so he voted. We all voted Republican, to the point where years later, I would just go in, I was in a hurry, and I would just mark down, just vote for everything Republican. And it was Senator Obama who really woke me up.
I am supporting Senator Obama in hopes that he will correct what I view as just a ridiculous, extreme U.S. foreign policy that's getting us nothing but trouble. I see the U.S. foreign policy as unnecessarily muscular, unnecessarily aggressive, and my hope is that Barack Obama and Joe Biden will do something about it.
I really consider myself an old school Republican in that I believe in the smaller government, the less spending, smaller taxes, get government out of my everyday life and let it do the job that it was meant to do. I also believe, of course, that if you want to change the Constitution, you should do it the way that the Constitution says, by creating an amendment instead of just suspending portions of it that you don't like today.
I personally felt that the country went down very fast in the last 4 years, and especially the last year. People out of work. My kids have had good jobs that they then lost. Either the jobs went overseas. So, they're working at minimum wage now. They have families.
Barack has got a better view of economics, and that's my background, than to let this laissez-faire, free trade's good for everybody, and ignore all of the downsides, which are well illustrated there in the convention of the cost of people laid off, so you can, for low production costs, move things overseas. And there's a theory that supports that, but the theory is a theory, and I think something should be done about it, and the Republicans are certainly not going to do anything about it.
America was founded on this idea of you can pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, that when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and damn it, I'm tough, I'm going. His bootstrap story is he was born to an 18-year-old mother, single. Obviously, he worked for a while as a community organizer in the south side of Chicago. Considering the fact that my mother is from Chicago and knows that town very well, she tells me that that is not something to be taken lightly.
I had been saying to my kids, you need to vote, because they're not interested. And I've been working on my kids about Barack Obama, and he does create inspiration and excitement, and I think the belief, the trust is what I see my kids are starting to have in him.